right away. Okay, great. Welcome, everybody. So today we are still on Canva. We are still discussing Canva designs, how to create different things with Canva. And I'm going to go right into it. Again, my name is Blessing Eloho Owama, facilitating a training on behalf of Draws and Pearls ladies. And here we go. Let's start right away. Can you see my screen? I'm hoping you can. Can you see my screen? Please confirm if you can.
Yes, ma, we can see it.
You can, great. You can, great. So I'm going to start off. I'll start right away. Okay, so this is Canva. This is what it looks like. This is what Canva. So we are going to quickly design a logo because for every business, there should be a business should be branded. And if a business is going to be branded, there needs to be a logo. There needs to be a logo if a business will be branded. I know we've learned about the first class, we learned about Instagram posts, right? We learned about Instagram posts, but now we are going to learn about logos. Today we are supposed to do receipts and presentations, but I think a logo is important because your logo should be on a receipt or invoice, and your logo should also be on your presentation. So if you're going to present something somewhere, PowerPoint, like a PowerPoint presentation. A PowerPoint presentation in Microsoft is called just a presentation on Canva. And we are going to get to that if there's time, but first let's do a logo and invoice. Canva has so many templates for different things. It's just for you to just explore. You can just explore freely. So today we are starting off. We are just going to go to that search bar on top. Let me open it on my phone as well. For those that probably are practicing using their phone, my Canva is opening up. My Canva is opening up. Okay. It's loading, it's loading, it's loading. So this is what it looks like. Remember the search bar. Your search bar on the phone is on top. The search bar is on top. So you can just tap on the search bar, right? And tap logo. That's what we want to do today. I've tapped logo on my search bar. Okay, so same thing with the one on the laptop. I'm just going to tap logo and just tap on enter, and it's going to load. So scroll down. If you look at my screen, show me all sorts of designs. That's designs I've done before. I'm going to scroll down to see different types of logo. You see, all these are different types of logo. Different types, and you can customize any one of them. You can customize any one. The one on my phone, you can customize any one of them, all sorts of logos. You can decide to customize them depending on what it is you want your business to represent. What's your business all about? For example, let's say these are logos that these ones were not created here though, but these are examples of logos as well. We have Women of Grace, Intercessory over here. We have Every Girl Empowered, it's a logo. Uncommon Woman is also a logo. But I want to show us how to create one. How do we create logos? So I think the first thing we must appreciate is that you must know what kind of business do you have, or what kind of company do you have, what does it represent? You know, is it a food brand? If it's a food brand, you can just type into where we wrote logo, tap in front of logo and write food logo, and let's tap on enter. So it will bring out things that are related to that thing. Do you see? You see what is showing on the screen? It's showing bites, a logo with bites, and that logo with cooking, and that logo with things to turn stuff on when you are cooking. You know, another one with a cap, chef cap. So it depends on what it is you are working on. If it's a cooking logo, this is it. You see all sorts. if you look at my screen very well, you see all sorts that shows cooking, baking, whatever. This one covers it. You can find something you can easily customize. And logo is another way to make money easily. Someone is starting up a business, say, hey, I can create a logo for your business. You can come here, customize it, maybe collect like 10K, 20K, depending. There are people that have collected 100,000 for logo alone, right? And there are some people that have collected much more, right? So just come to Canva, look through different kind of look. What kind of business does that person have? Now let's check clothing, a clothing. So I'm going to type in clothing. The same thing I'm doing on my laptop, you can do the same on your phone. Clothing logo. Now let's see what it's showing us. Do you see? This one says school clothes. This one says street. This one says ginger, urban style, shiny, sassy, fashion. This one even has a shirt in front of it. Let's scroll down, look at different dress logos. See, this one even has a gown on it, on a logo, so that at first glance you can say this is what this brand is about, this is what this business is about. This one has needle and like thread circling around it, so it depends on what it is you want to make. This one even has a rack of clothes as a logo, so at first glance you already know that this person or this brand, they deal with clothes. So it's important that your logo can identify what it is you do. Let's look for maybe relationship logo. If you are into relationship coaching or stuff like that, relationship logo. Okay. Now you see what is showing. And these are logo. You see love, and they wrote infinity love. You mean, honeymoon. This one has honeymoon on it. This one, it don't say relationship counseling. So that at first glance, you can know that, oh, this is what this brand stands for. Some of these things here are not all logos, but there's a way you can customize the few that are logos to look like what you want to look like. For example, let me have to take an example of relationship logo. I'll pick one and then I'll customize. For example, you see this one has a very Davis. Okay, remember I said I'll pick one that doesn't have a pro on it, right? I will not pick one that has pro, because since you're just new to Canva, it's important you work with the free first. You can immediately pay for the pro. The pro is not expensive, but of course, you can also work with the free as well. The free is great. The free Canva is also great. So I'm going to turn this into a relationship logo. So you see it has a love shape, loving is written on it, and it has gift shop. Me, I don't want gift shop. You can also scroll down, look at other options there. They're even more interesting looking logos down here. I can easily customize. There are even more interesting looking ones here. I even like this benevolent bridge, because it gives that love, this thing. This one says sweet kiss. I can change it to sweet love, right? One says hope spring, you and me. I like this too, you and me. Or you love, okay, you and me, then there's a love, whatever. This one is also lovely. So we can pick any of these ones and then customize to what we want. But one of the things you must know, for you or for your clients, whoever it is you are making the logo for, one of the things you must note is that it must represent the brand, not just in the pictures. In the pictures, it must present the brand, but also in the colors, in the choice of colors. The colors must be in line with the brand's colors. Sometimes even the text used, because some brands have defined their brands to the point of the the text that they use, the choice of text. So all that, once you know it, you'll be very particular about what it is. So let's customize this. You and me, there's a love in the middle. Let me tap on customize, and it's going to load right away. So I'm going to think about, for example, if I have a relationship brand where I talk to couples, which part of what I do is related to that, but that's not the only thing I do. But if I want to customize this for a relationship brand, maybe someone wants to start talking about relationships and I want to brand for them. Number one, I'm going to look at their color. What are their colors? What color does that company want to project? I'm not sure black. I'm not sure black. I don't know. Black may not be one of their colors. So I'm going to change this. I'm going to change it. Let's even work with white first until we are sure of whatever it is we want to do. Then I'm going to come here and work with, change these colors to and decide on, let's put it in red. Let's put it in red. So you see, you love me in red. Now looking at this, it's still too plain for me for a logo. I'm going to go to my elements. See if I can find man and woman kind of thing, man and woman silhouettes. Okay. Can you see all this I have on the corner, at the corner rather? I have a man holding a woman's hand here. I have this man and woman standing behind each other. Let me see. I'm going to look for something that I feel shows relationships. I like this one. A man holding a woman's hand. So I'm going to tap on it. I'm going to bring it here. Remember, I'm working with the intention that I'm creating a logo for a relationship brand. So I can bring it here, you and me. I can make you and me smaller. And I can bring the man and the woman closer. I remove this love. You can really play with it anyway. You can play with it. Just play with it and make sure you come up with something you like at the end of it. So the man and woman, they're in black. Of course, with that picture, you can see like the man is looking into the lady's eyes and the lady is looking into the man's eyes. So that tells you something about love, relationship, falling in love, marriage. Already gives you that vibe. When you see that kind of logo outside, you already have that kind of vibe that's like, there's some falling in love here, right? Then I can look at this and say, I don't even like the text. Not everybody can look at this and know that this is you and me. So I can decide to change the text. Just tap on it, highlight it, and then I'll go to where the text is. Text normally called font here. The font from this is called Antonio. I'm going to tap on it. They will show me all sorts of fonts at the left side. So I'm going to go to this left and pick a font I like. I always like more sugar. I like more sugar. I like leaks pattern. But like I said, it depends on if that brand has picked the kind of fonts they work with, right? Some brands are very particular about fonts, and which is good. It's part of branding. Okay. Now let's look at this one. I've used, let me tap on it, leaks pattern. Leaks pattern. Now, looking at it, you and me, I still feel uncomfortable with the way it's looking. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to look at the spacing. Over here, we have a spacing bar. If you look at it, as I put my cursor on it, it's showing spacing. I'll tap on it. And then I can increase the spacing. Look at it. So it has given me more space between you and me. I'm going to put my cursor here. Maybe do something like that, okay? So you see the U is even going out of my, this thing, I will take it back. You and me, you see it's still so big and now it's separated. The you, the and the me are separated. Now that means my spacing, let me see if I can correct it a little. This letter spacing, to put a space between each letter. This line spacing, to put a space between this line and the next line. So let me see if I can take, if I drag the line spacing this way, let me remove the cursor and see what it looks like. You see, U has gotten closer. Let me take this out. U has gotten closer to and because I reduce the spacing. I can also make sure I highlight the whole thing and then go back to spacing and put the spacing where I want it to be. If I want the U, you see how the U is joining it. Okay. Bring it here to be increasing to the other. If you bring it here, let me show you what it looks like. You see, U has gone. So spacing, you can play with your spacing, right? But make sure at the end of the day, it looks good when you are done. If I tap out, you see what it looks like. See, it doesn't look good. So tap on it again. I want to space it in a way I just want you to know what spacing would mean. And the same thing, what I'm doing on my laptop now, you can do the very same thing on your phone. The very same thing can be done on your phone. I think, let me see. This is okay. Now I want to change this Y to capital letter. So I've changed it, you and me. Okay, I'm going to change this M to capital letter. I don't like what it looks like. Let me use small one. Okay. Let me see if I can reduce it. Remember, when you put your mouse at the edge, one of the four edges or any of the edges, it can turn to purple. That means you can work on it. You can reduce it, increase it. And if you tap out of the box and come back, you can carry it. See what I'm doing? So I can reduce it with any of the edges, right? I can reduce it. Now, the man and the woman, they are not so tall. It's either I increase their height, right? To show you and me. So they're about the same height with my phone. Now, I would like okay, let me even talk about this. This is my love behind. Let me put it in a way that they are not disturbed. It's not disturbing anything. Good. Let me see if I can move it just a little this way. If there's anything you don't understand, please let me know. Okay. So you and me, I like where it is. Now, a relationship brand. Remember, this is just you and me to just show what it looks like. You can even move this you and me and put whatever it is you want. There was a small something here. I can take it back. Let me color it so that you see what it's like. Let me change the font color. Let's go to red and see what it looks like. So let me tap outside. See, it says online dating. But remember, I said it's a relationship brand, right? I'm increasing the font by using the edges. I'm going to highlight it again, and I'm going to write, let's say, what do I call my relationship brand? We already have you and me there. You and me, you can say forever journey. Forever journey. And I can decide that, so let's say forever journey is the name of my relationship brand, or maybe the forever journey. The forever journey. So this is the name of my brand. Okay. I can change this font. It's already highlighted. I can tap outside and highlight again. I can go to where the font is and change the font. Let's still use that list pattern we used. So list pattern is really bold. Now let me tap outside. See how bold forever journey, the forever journey. The forever journey already gives you an impression that, oh, this is like marriage, it's about marriage and things like that. So now I think I can change this white. I can play with the color, this white background. Already, when you see the forever journey as a logo and you see a man and a woman, you see you and me, you already have in fact, if you let's even delete this you and me and look at just the man and woman and that love, it's also okay for a logo. So let's delete it. Remember, with Canva, you can always undo. So let's even delete it and look at it. Let's put this in the middle. Let's put this in the middle of them, or even in the middle here, so it can show very well. Do you see? Even like this, he's already speaking. We don't even need to put you and me. In fact, I'm not going to even bring it back. But if you want to bring it back, all you need to do is to do undo. There's an undo button here. I know I've showed you. There's this arrow over here, undo button. And the same thing with your phone. There's no difference. Okay. So already, if you look at a logo like this, you already know it's something about relationship. Nobody needs to talk much. So let's change the background color. Anytime you see colors like this, it means you can change the background. On your phone, the color will most likely show at the bottom, but not to worry. The colors will show at the bottom. Let's go back to, okay. Let me even open it from here. To see it on my phone, because you know the thing about Canva, as you work on it, as far as it's the same email you use, as you work on it on your laptop, it's also showing on your phone if you sign in with your phone. So you see on my phone, it's still there. It means I can be working on it. I can start on my laptop and finish on my phone. I can start on my phone and finish on my laptop. That's how it works. As long as the same email you used to sign up, it will still be there. Okay. Okay, so that's it. Still on my phone. So background color, like I want to show you, it will be somewhere at the bottom. Color be somewhere at the bottom. Tap away from it. Now let me tap on it on my phone. I tap on the background. You see it goes purple. There's a purple line around it. Maybe I should stop sharing so you can see. Okay, she's doing okay. Anu says it's nice without the you and me. Yes. Just like this, you're already showing what it stands for, and you'll be amazed that somebody can. So this is it. This is it. You and me. So I can try to change the background color. You see the background color, there's a color palette showing there, many colors. Just tap on it. So it will show you different colors. Then you can now pick any color you want for the background. Now let's play with colors. With blue, see what it looks like. It's another shade. So it depends on not just what you want, it depends on what the brand stands for, the brand you are making the logo for. Depends on what they stand for. So you can decide or with the brand's colors and say, okay, the brand's colors is brown, maybe cream and green. Then you pick any of their colors and play with it here until you get what it is their brand stands for. It's very important that you follow their brand color. So if there's no brand color per se and I have my way, I'll probably pick a color like this. Let me play a little bit with colors. But you get what I mean. I like the yellow too. I like the yellow. So this can just be a logo. Okay, someone has a raised hand. Okay, so let's take your question. Okay, let's take your question, please. Dr. Fumi, let's take your question, please.
Sorry, ma.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma.
Good evening, dear. How are you?
I want to ask a question that where did you start from? What? Because I just entered now. Was it Instagram post or
no logo? Logo. So go to your computer and type in logo.
Yes, ma.
Okay. We also have young learners in this class. Go to your computer and to Canva and tap logo. Where you saw it, where you find a search button on top. Have you found it? Let me show you.
Yes, sir.
You found it. So tap logo, pick any logo and customize it. Pick any logo you find and customize it. Okay. Customize. It doesn't have to be the one I'm doing. You can customize any logo depending on the person's business. So now we've customized this one. I'm going to go on to continue. I'm going to go on to continue so that we can make good use of our time. I'm going to go on to continue. Okay, so now we have created the logo, right? Now we are going to, let's go and create a receipt or invoice. Let's say this person, a relationship person, has been booked to handle a counseling session for a couple that is about to get married. So she says, oh, this couple, they've come to me, they said they want to get married, and I want them to pay for the counseling session, and the counseling session is 50,000, for example. Oh, my counseling session is 50,000 and is for 2 weeks. All she needs to do is to go to Canva. All she needs to do is to go to Canva and then create an invoice. And this works for any business at all. It works for any business at all. You don't have to, let me see. Okay. It works for any business at all. You don't have to, what do you call it? You don't have to change anything. You can quickly just work on it. Let me see. Why is this thing not sharing? Okay. Let's share. Okay. Okay. So quickly, let's see how we can get this done. So now I have my logo ready. So I'm going to go back. You see these three dots on top? It's like home. Tap on it so that want to go return back home. See that home button? You're going to go home. So it's going to take you back to where we started from. Remember, our logo is ready. Now we want to create an invoice. Maybe you already have a business, and when people ask you and say, please, can you supply this or supply that? You just tell them the price and they supply. Or you supply, you tell them the price and they pay and you supply. There's a professional way to do things. Remember, we said Canva makes your work professional. So instead of just, telling them that, oh, please, instead of you just telling them, say, oh, please, just, this is the amount, come and pay, and things like that. The best thing for you to do is for you to just send them an invoice. So I'm going to teach you how to do an invoice. How do you do an invoice? Let's go. The same way, this is how we start. Same way on our phone. Go to the search button. See the search button there? Tap on it, and I'm going to write invoice. Invoice. Now I'm teaching you particular things that I feel you can make money from. Logo, you can make money from making logos for people. You can just say, hey, I'll design a logo for you, 10K. You speak to 2-3 people that are just starting off businesses, or they have businesses and they don't have a logo. Say, hey, I'll do a logo for you, 10K. And you make money across that. So things you can easily make money from. That's what I'll teach you. But Canva has loads of templates about anything. Okay. So now tap on invoice. See where I wrote invoice, and it has brought out a lot of things. It has brought out a lot. You see all sorts of invoice over there. Now, these are the invoices I've made for my own, my personal one. So I'll go to the bottom where you write Canva templates. There are many. I can pick any one. I can pick any one. Now, let me scroll and show you. I can pick all sorts. Okay, one has. Let me take it back. I've not picked yet. So I can pick any one. You see all types of invoices. All types of invoices. Remember, we are working with the free version, so don't pick the one that has a crown on it or the one they wrote pro. Just pick any one you like that doesn't have pro or crown on it. So you see it, right? So I can look at it and decide, oh, I want a simple one. I don't want anything too complicated. I'm seeing one here that I like, this one, so I'm going to tap on it. I like that one. It's just simple. It depends on you. Some people like complicated. Some people like plenty design. It's up to you. It's up to your client. Yeah, if you're making for somebody. So that's it. It's loading. It's loading. It's loading. It's loading. It's loading. Let me see if I can share. I don't know why this share button. Let's see. It's loading. You see it has loaded out. Let me see if I can. Yeah. It has loaded. See it. Invoice. So now look at this. This over here is the person's logo. Do you see? This is the person's logo. So we are going to put our own logo there. We'll remove that one and put our own there. You see why we made logo first? We're going to remove that one and put our logo. Remember, Canva makes things professional. This light is really reflective. Sorry, let me see if I remove it. Okay, I'm sure you can see it now. Okay. So now let's work on it. I really love to share from my laptop. I don't know why the share button is just, I don't know why it is making shakara. So I can show you on the laptop as well. Okay. I hope we are following. Has anybody made their logo yet? Has anybody made a logo yet, or are you working on your own? Let me know.
Yes, we are done with our logo.
Okay, fantastic. So at the end of the class, you are going to share it. I'm going to share it on the group. Okay, for now, we are going to work on putting our logo on an invoice. Okay, I think now go to invoice, tap on invoice, anyone you like that doesn't have a crown or pro sign, and then let's customize. So mine is here. I'm going to start customizing. First, I'm going to remove, sorry, let me see if I can remove this. So you can see it very well. Okay, so firstly, I'm going to remove their logo. See, I want to remove their logo and put my own. So I'll tap on logo, I'll delete it. Then remember, we have all sorts of things at the bottom. We have all sorts of things at this bottom. If you're using a phone, I'm going to look for uploads. Okay, you know what? We did not download our logo. We did not download our logo. So first, let's go back and download our logo. But if we don't download it, we can't fix it into any other thing. So let's go back and download. Remember, just go to home. Tap those 3 lines at the corner. That's home. Tap the 3 lines at the corner. Can you see those 3 lines? Let me see. On my phone here. Those 3 lines here. So I'm going to tap those 3 lines. It's going to show me home. Home is that first one under create a design. I'll tap on home so I can go back to where I created my logo. Or another thing you can just do is to go to projects. The same thing, if you go to projects, you also see. Let me see. Oh, sorry. And I don't know why my whatever is not. So you can see my logo there, the one we did that time. Just tap on it. I want us to download it. I want us to download it. So download your logo. And remember, in PNG, don't download in anything apart from PNG for logo. Logos, flyers, anything that doesn't have movement, leave it as PNG. So I want to download now. I'm going to tap my, remember our download button, the one going up. I'll tap on my download button. Now it shows me different things, but under there we have download. Okay, you see it's download. So I'm going to tap on download. So it gives me different options. Yes, and one of the options they are giving is PNG. See that PNG, PNG suggested. I want to tap on that PNG. Yes, PNG is correct. So I'm going to scroll and tap on, my own isn't showing 2 pages. I'm going to remove the second page. I only need the first. So I will uncheck the second page and check only the first page. Then I'll tap on done. Then I'll tap on download. So you see what I want to download something in PNG, all the specifications, then I'll tap on download. Once I tap on download, it starts downloading. Remember, it's a process. It starts downloading. Starts downloading. See, so it's downloaded now. And you can save, in fact, you can send it straight to WhatsApp. You see, now it has downloaded. It shows me different options where I can send it to. I can send it to WhatsApp, WhatsApp business. I can send it to email. If I scroll it this way, more options where I can send it to an email, Telegram, you can send it straight. But I don't want to send it yet, right? So I'll just tap outside. Once I tap outside to go, tap again outside to go. So now it's downloaded. Now let's go back to invoice. How do we go back to invoice? Tap on home. Tap on my home button, that 3 lines to bring out home. Tap on home. We take me back to where we stopped. This the latest one will always be at the edge. The latest one you worked on will always be at the edge. Then the next one will be the one before then. So I'm going to tap on that one. That was the invoice we're working on. Going to load now. Yeah. This one has thank you on it. This was not what I worked on. Let's be on the second page. Let me see. This is also this is like a receipt that says thank you. This is not the one I wanted. Okay, I've seen the one I was looking for. Fashion invoice. Okay, so this is it. This was the one we started working. Remember, I said we'll delete the logo here. We'll delete the logo and then we'll put our own logo. Now I'm going to delete the logo. Tap on it and you see the different buttons. Remember the button for delete? That's the basket. The button for delete is the basket with a cover. I'll tap on it to delete it. Now, to upload the logo we just made, I'm going to go to upload because we've downloaded it before. We can now upload it. I'm going to tap on upload file. When I tap on upload file, it will give me different options. Remember, we downloaded it before. Or you can just go to your gallery. Okay, if it's laptop, upload. But since we are using our phone, gallery. If it's phone, you go to gallery. If it's laptop, upload. Can you see? This is my gallery. So it's already there in my gallery. I'll tap on it. I'll tap on it. Then it gives me the option add to page. Add to page. So I'm going to add to the page. Add to page. Let's see, it's coming. You see it has come. But you see, it's very big. All we need to do, remember, we can always make smaller with the edges. You see, it's already highlighted. Purple line is all around it. You just, with any of the edges, see what I'm doing? Just put your hand on any of the edges. It's small. Once it's smaller, put your hand on it or use the four arrow button that will show and carry it to that end where we downloaded, where we deleted the other one from. I want to carry it to that end. See it? I'm going to carry it to that end. Do you see it? But you see, it's still too big. I'm still going to reduce it. I'm going to reduce it even smaller. But there's no way anybody that sees this invoice will not know it's for a relationship. It's for a relationship brand. Okay? Now we can now customize the entire invoice. If you look at the edge, let me increase it a little bit. This edge where the logo is, see what is written there? It's an address and a phone number, the name, billed to. So whoever it is you are billing it to, maybe Mr. Risi ordered for cake or ordered for, okay, this time is counseling session. Let's say Mr. F or Miss Cindy ordered for relationship session. I will just change billed to, remember it's an invoice. I will change the name. Miss Cindy, just what do you call it? Just highlights, and never have done their thing. Miss Cindy. Miss Cindy. Let's say Miss Cindy is the one booking the session. Miss Cindy. I'm going to put her phone. Okay, let's leave what was there as her phone number in case. And then her address is also there. Miss Cindy, and her address is there. So I've written her name, Miss Cindy, and her address is there. Now I'm going to look at the other end. What else is on the other end I can customize? There's an invoice number, there's a date. If the date I want to do the counseling or the date the person ordered for it, I'll put the date there. Let's say 16th of February. February 2025. Invoice number, you can put any number as your invoice number. There itself, what the invoice number they have there. Can you see? The invoice number they have there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For me, I'll put the date I want and I can change the invoice number, whatever. Then let's look at the item. The item, what they have here, under item that the lady is paying for, what they have here, eggshell, camisole top, whatever. I'm not selling any of that. And also note that you can do this for different companies and say, I will do an invoice for you. Usually people that do a lot of businesses every day, they are not able to track their expense. You can just write an invoice for them. Then they can track what comes in, what each person orders. Okay, so I'm going to edit what is here. I'm going to say counseling session. In fact, I'm going to be very specific, 1 hour, 1 hour counseling session. Maybe the person also wants to buy my book. I'm going to put my book as my second item. And my book, Sexual Intimacy for Married Women. Let's say the woman also wants to, let's say, because of course, most relationship counselors must have written a book. Let's say maybe a checklist as well. She has a checklist as well. Let me say also a checklist for the altar. And let's say these are things that people pay for, that this woman has, that she sells. Now, let me show you what I've done. Look at my item, what I wrote on my item. Remember, it's a relationship brand. Oh, why am I? Okay. Can you see it? See what I've written that I want to sell to this woman? A 1 hour counseling session, sexual intimacy for married women. I need to put a book there. Sexual intimacy for married women book, then checklist for the altar flyer. No, not a flyer. Checklist for the altar. I'm going to use another word for it. That maybe this woman already sells, this relationship counselor. Checklist for the altar. Let's say checklist for the altar leaflets. Okay. Now, let's say my 1 hour counseling session, like I said earlier, my 1 hour counseling session is just 1 hour she is booking for. So look at my quantity. I just have one, and the unit price there is $123. I remember we are in Nigeria, unless you want to build somebody that's outside lives in a dollar economy. If not, you just change it to whatever it is. That you just change the prices as it suits you. I'm going to do that. I'm going to say, okay, it's 50K for my counseling session, and she's buying only one, so the total also will be 50K. For my book is 3K. And she's buying 2 books, maybe one for her, one for her friend, because it's for married women and she's marrying a man. And then checklist. Let's say she wants to buy 2 because she wants to give one to her husband and one for herself. And the checklist is 2,000, and she's buying 2 for she and her husband. 2. So 2 of my checklist at 2,000 give us 4,000. I'll show you what I'm doing. Just hold on a minute. You can also play with yours. And everything comes to 57,000. And your total. You can also build them a tax amount if you are sure, or if your company is registered, of course, there will be some tax implication to it. So you should feel free to build them a tax amount, okay? Don't feel bad if you have to build them as an add tax to it. Don't feel bad, because for some if you are registered, by all means you're supposed to pay that. Okay. Okay. Now, see what I have. Let me show you what I have. Can you see what I have? Let me make it bigger, perhaps, so you can see much more. Now, see what I have. Now, you see where I wrote 57,000 as the total is too small for that place. So all the 3 zeros at the bottom. All I need to do is to reduce the font. So I want to tap on that box. I tapped on it. See, it's looking purple. Then I'm going to go to the bottom and look for reduce font, or I'm going to look for font size. Can you see font size over there? Font size. I'll tap on font size and it will show me different, the size is already on 18. So I'm going to reduce it so that I'm going to reduce it. Sorry. I'm going to tap on it again, tap on font size. Then I'll reduce it on 18 now. I'll reduce it to a way that at 10 it enters. When I did it at 10, 57 is sitting on one line. That's it. That's it, 57,000. Now, also, when you are sending an invoice, your payment details must be there. So if you look at it very well, you see a payment details at the bottom. So you can write your bank name, your account number, just customize, basically. Just customize. I can come here and put my bank name, my account number, all of that, and it's customized. And if possible, also have your address at the bottom. There's an address at the bottom. Your name and your address, right? Your name and your address. So let me even see what we have created today. Just to be sure you can see it well. See what we have created today. So with this, when you send this to a customer, it looks more professional. All I need to do now is just download. Remember our download button, the last one? The last one over there. That's the download button. So I'll tap on it. If I put all the information, I'll just tap on it. Download. I'll tap on download. And then I'm going to download that PDF standard. PDF is suggested, not PNG. Because it's like a Word document, I'm using PDF. PDF suggested. The app suggests PDF. And I went with it. And from here, you can just easily send to the customer. If the customer is on WhatsApp, you just tap WhatsApp there and just send it straight to the customer. If the customer is not on WhatsApp, not to worry. The design goes to your gallery. So from your gallery, you can send it. Excuse me, you can send it straight to the customer. So that's it for today. That's it for today. That's it for today. That's it for today. So that's it. Okay. Was this helpful? Was this helpful? Was this helpful? Okay.
Yes,
Was this helpful? Okay. So let's go and create. Are we expecting your logos? I'll be expecting your invoices as well. Great. I'll be expecting your logos. I'll be expecting your invoice. So we have 2 young people in our class as well. I'll be expecting your logo. I'll be expecting your invoice as well on the group. So finish it up and send to me today. I'd also encourage you to practice with more logos later today. No, later this week. Our next class is on Monday. So between now and Monday, don't just practice with only logo, invoice, and Instagram posts we've done. Go and practice with other things on Canva. You know, there are things you need, you don't know you need. Go to Canva, search. Is there something you want to submit? Do you know if Canva has proposal? Canva has CV. You want to revamp your CV. Canva has CV. Canva has proposal. Canva has all sorts. So go and play with it. Look for something and just play with it. Everybody like, yay, Nigeria. Okay. Look for something and something you like or something you need and just play with it. Okay? Great, 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 great. So I'll see you in my next class. Thank you so much for joining. I'm hoping that this was relevant for you. And you can always go and create more posts. I'm expecting that you start creating and posting on Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. Just keep posting. Okay? Just keep posting. Okay? Okay, so I'll see you in my next class. I've got to run. Okay, see you on Monday. Practice, practice, practice. Bye for now.